their own 25-yard line.
Now a first carry here for Robinson. Only a couple first play, and it's second down.
He was hoping to get to the edge, but they did a really nice job of forcing him back inside. That's excellent fundamental defensive football. Don't let them outside where they can really shred your defense.
And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. It's a first down on a gain of 10.
They ran that one well, and not only did they pick up a nice chunk of yardage on the screen, they sent a message to the defense. Rush the passer all you want, but you better be careful. We can hit you going back the other direction.
And he puts his head down and gets up to the 42 for a gain of about 6.
Adoree Jackson.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
6 yards on that last play. Here's second and 4.
42-yard line.
Now Glennon caught Eifert over the middle. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48.
Jaguars.
That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
He was unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
Glennon. Oh, a ball batted in the air, and now it's intercepted. Picked off at the 45. And he's going to take this one back to the 37-yard line. The Titans set to take over behind their quarterback, Ryan Tannehill.
Not only did Ryan Tannehill resurrect his career in 2019, he may now serve as a blueprint for quarterbacks looking for a second opportunity. He moved from Miami to Tennessee, took over the starting job for Marcus Mariota in Week 7 last year, and wound up leading the NFL in quarterback rating. And the Titans went 8-3 in his 11 starts, snuck into the playoffs, and went to the AFC Championship game. His future is bright in Nashville, and he expects to be the starter there for many years to come.
After the interception, here's Tannehill. He'll get this one complete to Davis. And he will score. Touchdown, Titans. Corey Davis, 37 yards. And the Titans have taken a first-quarter lead.
Well, that's how you take advantage of an early turnover. A sudden change situation, meaning ball's turned over. How's both sides going to handle it? One side handled it way better. They went right out on the field and put the ball in the end zone.
One play, that just added insult to injury.
Yeah, that just tells you on the defensive side, they didn't come out ready to go, still reeling from the fact that the ball got turned over.
The Jaguars take over first and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
So time to see Jacksonville again on offense for the second time here in this game. They had the interception last time. It led to the opening touchdown. So now 7-0 to score as they start first and 10. And now the throw taken in by Chark. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. The drive starting play, a good one. Give him 19.
43-yard line.
Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. And he locates Laviska Shenault, the rookie from Colorado. That one good for a gain of 13 for Jacksonville and a first down.
First and 10 at the 44-yard line.
The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. Pressure, and he's going to be taken down. They sack him back right around the 44. The sack by Harold Landry, the former Boston College Eagle. Man, he got in there so quickly, Charles. What could the offense have done to adjust and account for that?
But what you're hoping is that you figure out and you see and get a clue that maybe there's going to be some pressure coming at you, and you change the blocking schemes. Maybe you go to max protection. The biggest ones, maybe you bring your running back in to try and keep you clean. But in that case, that didn't happen. Zero accountability, and a sack resulted.
They get 14 back, but it leads now to a third down. On third down, he'll drop to throw. To the left side here for Eifert. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. Well, that's always a good place to throw it just because he's one of the biggest targets not only on this team but in the National Football League.
And you and I both know the quarterbacks love these large-bodied tight ends, and why not? Nowadays, they're really wide receivers who are just taller and have a little bit more weight. These guys catch the football, make big plays downfield. In the old days, we wanted them to block. Now coaches want them to catch the football first.
Tannehill with a play fake to Henry. He'll throw instead. And he will find Davis. That's complete. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. It'll go as an impressive 31-yard gain.
They started this drive with terrific field position, and it's going to get even better after that play. Had great options with where they started, so they decided to press their advantage, and it paid off.
And he was hit as he threw it there, and it forces it incomplete.
Yes, sir. How about an attaboy there on first down? Got his hand in and knocked it away.
From the 24, they'll go again on 2nd and 10. On the ground, this is Derrick Henry. They'll be brought down at the 21 after a pickup of 4.
Henry, the ball carrier.
Well, they didn't get a whole lot out of that one, but I think you got to continue to try and run and try and keep the defense honest.
You mean, or also just sit back, dare you to throw it on every down?
Yeah, you get your quarterback hit a lot that way, too.
He gets it to Brown, complete. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8.
Tannehill's pass, complete to...
Well, it's almost as if they didn't leave the field after their first drive. They picked right up where they left off. Another good throw there. And this offense, humming here in the early going.
And they've got 3 tight ends here on 1st and goal to add some extra mass. They'll try and run for it with Henry. And the Titans are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber with runs like this early because they'll pay dividends as the game progresses.
Trying to punch it in with Henry. And he will take this one in for a Titans touchdown. Derrick Henry taking it in. And the Titans are going to add on to their lead. People always talk about one of his biggest strengths running the football, vision, and he found the spot there, went into the end zone.
You're exactly right about that. It wasn't just the vision, right? Once he saw the gap, decisiveness, made up his mind, and about the power to finish the play. Not only did he get good blocking, he created his own space as well.
Gostkowski now, after the touchdown, he'll send this one away. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And ultimately, he stopped right where he would have been if he had simply gone down to a knee at the 25.
Their own 25-yard line.
Out comes the Jacksonville offense as they get set to take over here. Last time out, they had that long 50-plus yard field goal that they missed.
And I'm sure on their sideline, they're thinking to themselves, okay, do we still want to try one if we're in that position again? And I would dare say that the answer would be yes. They're going to have a lot of confidence in their kicker. But just to be on the safe side, I'm sure they told their offensive guys, can we get a little bit closer this time?
Closer.
Yeah, well, you know, I'd rather get in the end zone first and foremost. But if all else fails, less of a field goal attempt for him.
2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12.
At the 23-yard line.
Now here's a throw right side, taken in by his tight end. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down.
I know exactly what's going to be said about that play from the defensive perspective.
What's that?
That's why I tell all you guys we need more than one tackler to the ball. He broke the first tackle. Luckily enough, there were more people there to get him down.
The open man is Shark. It's complete. And he is going to have a Jags first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. A busy first quarter. His 3rd catch of the afternoon is a first down. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. It's picked up by the Titans. And his crew will take over with a football at the 35-yard line. In our meetings this week, they kind of tipped us off. They wanted to play ultra-aggressive, forcing fumbles. They just did that right there.
They took it to the next level, didn't they? You're exactly right, because everyone talks about being aggressive on defense and tackling well. But they were talking about getting after the football, making sure the ball was stripped out each and every time they lined up someone to get them on the ground.
And the adjustment working early.
On the pickup.
Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. Tannehill going to turn and give this to Henry. And he'll go down right around the 47 this time. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
37-yard line.
Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense the next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
Tannehill throwing complete to Davis. And he just falls short down at the 1-yard line.
Corey Davis.
A big play that time for the Titans. 52 yards. It looks like a jumbo set with 3 tight ends here for first and goal. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports.
14. Jaguars nothing.
They'll try and run for it on first and goal. And he will fight his way into the end zone for a touchdown. Derrick Henry with his second touchdown here in this first half. And the Titans find a way to stretch their lead.
Is good.
So simple math here in the first half. They've had 3 drives offensively, and they have scored every time, and they've got the lead.
Well, whenever we talk about adjustments, we usually talk about an offense making adjustments, right? This is all about the defense. They've got to figure out some way, somehow to slow them down. Do they blitz a little bit more? Do they play more zone coverage? Right now, they don't know where to go because they're hitting them in every direction.
The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. And last time, not only the turnover, but that turned into 6 points. They got to make up for that here.
We always hear about empty possessions, but some are worse than others. You can have an empty possession, punt the ball away, get yourself set to play defense, but when you turn it over, it changes momentum, and when they take it downfield and punch it in on you, that's all the way around.
Yeah, but you're hungry to get back out there, aren't you?
You better be, because otherwise, it's going to be a long day for you.
So from the 36 now, first and 10. They run. Robinson. And the hole closes quickly there. He gets maybe a couple up to the 38.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground, but I think the play gets made by the defensive front because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole. That's a nice job defensively to make sure everyone was accounted for because ordinarily you pick up the guys downfield and sometimes you forget about the running back. In this case, they did not and dropped him for no gain.
And he's got his man in stride, complete. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. The completion good for only 6, and that'll bring up 4th.
One of the money routes for any offense, the drag route. So tough to defend because the receiver can stop at any point and make himself available to the quarterback and get a completion. But I love the communication we saw there. All the defenders pointing out the receiver, where he was going, and then they're able to rally to the ball after the catch and stop him short of a first down.
Derrick Henry trots back out there and gets ready to go. And he's found the end zone twice, and now I'm guessing he's thinking, hey, let's find it 3 times.
And you got to figure from the defensive perspective, how has he gotten there twice? What are we going to do to keep him out for a 3rd time? How do we tighten things down? Because he and his offensive mates, they are really in sync right now.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. They've really distanced themselves. They have put the pedal to the metal, I guess, so to speak.
So definitely have them in the rearview mirror, don't they? I mean, you're exactly right. Being able to string together these drives.
Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A gain of 32 that time.
Well, you don't have to be a genius to watch this game and figure out they've had plenty of success moving the football here in the first half. We've seen exhibits A, B, C, and right on down the line, haven't we?
Yeah, we just saw exhibit Z right there. Now a nice throw here right side. He hauls it in. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. And 22 more yards there and another first down.
First down, Tennessee.
A first down carry for Henry. And flags come in as he gets forward for about 3 yards. Now let's check on the call.
Offense.
He was trying to clear the way, the big fullback. Instead, he gets a hold.
And you don't see that very often on running plays from those guys because usually they're the lead blocker. Normally, when he gets caught, it's in a passing situation.
Now Tannehill. They set up the screen for Henry. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. If they didn't have that penalty a moment ago, it'd be a first down. Still a nice 13-yard pickup. And now with that completion, he's north of 200 yards here in the first half.
And he's going to break our statistician Marvin, isn't he? Because Marvin right now is just tallying it up. Hope his hand doesn't hurt too much doing this or keeps hitting the calculator. But my goodness, what a start he is off to. By the end of this game, he could have monster numbers. He just wants to continue to be accurate.
On second down, it's Henry, and he is close to a first down as he's tackled at the Jaguars 16. It's a 7-yard gain there, and it's good enough to move the chains.
Nice carry there by Derrick Henry. Picks up a first down. And when you say workhorse, you're thinking about Derrick Henry. Won the rushing title in 2019 with 1,540 yards on the ground and 16 rushing touchdowns. Went to his first Pro Bowl and carried his team to the AFC Championship game.
And now hang tight here. Following the play, still down on the ground, is A.J. Brown. While the trainers take a look, we'll step aside. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Derrick Henry. And here he'll get it down to the 7. Call it a gain of 5 there on the run, but they'll remain a yard or two short here with 3rd down coming up.
A 5-yard pickup on the play. And it's 3rd.
They'll try to run for the first with Henry. And he's able to pick up the first before he's brought down inside the 5 at the 4.
Just about every coach we talk to says the crowd shouldn't affect us. That shouldn't be an issue. And then the next breath they talk about taking the crowd and taking them out of the game by picking up first downs and keeping them at bay. I think we just saw an example of that there, didn't we?
Important to do, especially early in the game like they have. This offense continues to be a hot knife through butter. 3 drives, 3 scores, and knocking on the door again on drive number 4. And he will score. Touchdown, Titans.
Touchdown.
Derrick Henry on his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns. And the Titans are able to extend their lead. It's good, and they stretch their lead to 28-0 now. So that drive in total 8 plays. And Derrick Henry able to finish it off with a touchdown run.
Stephen Gostkowski.
Gostkowski now, after the touchdown, he'll send this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Jacksonville back on offense and ready to take over. And with this deficit, you can't have too many more drives like the last drive where you had to punt it away.
You know what I would tell my offense right here? The punter doesn't exist, guys. He doesn't even exist. He's not a team anymore. I just cut him, all right? So you've got to go out and create some offense for us here and give us some points. No way does that guy get on the field on this drive.
Poor punter.
Yeah, it wasn't his fault. But, hey, listen, there's got to be casualties at times. We're trying to win a game.
9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
1st and 10 at the 39-yard line.
On the run, it's Robinson. Rashaan Evans out of Alabama had the tackle defensively. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
A gain of 2 brings up 2nd and 8.
He's going to float this one deep right side. Now a clash of bodies here, and it's intercepted. Desmond King picks it, and they're going to set up shop at the 27-yard line.
When a team's turned it over 3 times in the first half, we just look at the offense and say, guys, what are you doing? But instead, we really should be looking at the defense. They've created the takeaways. 2 interceptions, 1 caused fumble. They played awfully well swarming to the ball here in the first half.
Now a first down throw, Tannehill. And right side, Henry's got it. And they're able to get this one across the 35. It'll be a gain of 10 to start the drive out, and by a few inches, that'll be a first down.
First down, Titans.
To throw is Tannehill. He's going deep for Brown. That's caught inside the 20. And he'll get this way down into Jacksonville territory. A big play that time for the Titans. 47 yards. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on first down. This is Henry. 12 more yards there and another first down.
I remember watching Derrick Henry come out of Alabama and sitting with some scouts, and one of the debate points with him was, while at Bama, how often did he have to deal with contact near the line of scrimmage? They were so good up front that he often got to the second level pretty easily.
And into the end zone for a Tennessee touchdown. Derrick Henry on his way to a historic performance, 4 first-half touchdowns. And this Titans offense continues to pour it on.
He is good.
Gostkowski with the extra point. And the route is on here in this first half.
Stephen Gostkowski set to
Gostkowski now after the touchdown. He'll send this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
their own 25-yard line.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are.
He's got a man, complete. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. A gain of 39 that time. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. The throw taken in by Cole. And down right around the 32-yard line, 4 yards on the pickup. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down.
2nd and 6 at the Titans' 32-yard line.
Here's a throw that's taken in out of the backfield. And he'll be brought down at the 27-yard line.
That's a gain of 5. Brings up 3rd and 1.
They'll look to throw for it on 3rd and 1. He's got his tight end, O'Shaughnessy. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Jacksonville. James O'Shaughnessy, 27 yards, as they are now on the board here in the first half.
And what a weapon he is at the tight end spot, because when they throw him the football downfield, they count on him getting additional yardage almost every time. And that's exactly what he did there. Caught that, ran with it, all the way to the end zone.
Here's Khalif Raymond to return. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line.
The Titans take over 1st and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
Derrick Henry and the rest of the Titans offense about ready to roll again. And he's well on his way to a 100-yard game. He's already more than halfway there. We're only in the 2nd quarter.
And what I've always loved about running backs is they'll tell you, I had no idea how many yards I had.
Right.
Those guys have an innate sense of where they are in a ball game and how many yards they've accumulated, because you know they're always working towards 100.
He's been working well towards 100 here. That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. Over the middle to Smith. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. A gain of 28 yards there and give him a first down. Now Tennessee going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. From the gun, here's Tannehill. Running right through it. And it's complete right back in the hands of Smith. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. 11 more on that one and another first down. And with that last play, he's now up over that 300-yard mark.
And in today's NFL, it almost feels routine. And I hate that when you talk about a 300-yard passing game. To me, 300 yards still signifies excellence, and he's achieved that in this performance.
First down.
Now we're 1st and 10 at the 11. Again, Tannehill. This time for Smith, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Sidney Jones. And he will be brought down as time is now run out on this first half of action.
The end of the first.
So we've come to halftime after a very one-sided beginning to this one. As we send you a couple hours south of here to Orlando, that's where we check in with a coach and our EA Sports halftime report.
Okay, Brandon, thanks very much, and welcome in everyone to an abbreviated version of the EA Sports halftime report. We saw Derrick Henry muscle his way through a strong first half. He's over 300 yards passing already. How high can he go? To find out, let's kick it back over to Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28.
On the return, the Titans take over first and 10.
Time again to see what Ryan Tannehill and the Titans can do. And he's had some time to chew on that interception he threw on his last drive back in the first half.
Well, normally we say, want to get him right back out on the field and play again, right? But as you mentioned, had the halftime, had to stew about it a little bit. Maybe he'll have a chance to relax a little and kind of laugh and chuckle and let it go.
He'll hope to respond positively here to start the third quarter.
Big series right here, so we got to step it up. There you go, Tiger. Mike's 47. Mike's 47.
Tannehill on first down. He's going deep for Brown. And got his man complete. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. It's nearly a 40-yard gain on the opening play of the quarter.
Just more of the same there, partner. Guys have just been running free in the secondary this entire game. No pass rush, a lot of passes completed. Been an easy day for them.
They run with Henry on first down, but nothing much materializing as he'll get forward only for about a yard.
Well, that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short gain.
Now it's Tannehill off the bootleg. This is caught. And into the end zone for a Tennessee touchdown. Corey Davis, his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the interception by the Titans D leads to a touchdown.
Makes the score.
In order to lead in a game, you're going to get plenty of contributors, but that's his second touchdown catch of this game. He's one of the key guys in this one.
And you better believe he'll be looking for the hat trick here as this one continues to go. That'll be taken about a yard deep. He's got daylight. Room to run at the 50. Still going inside the 30. And they are not going to catch him. He's in.
That was a special return, and it happened because he's a special returner. He has to have that approval from his special teams coach's head coach to bring it out of the end zone.
But let's be honest, a lot of times where they bring it out of the end zone like he did there, they don't have approval. I mean, I think a lot of times they do, but correct me if I'm wrong. Sometimes it's just a guy getting a feel, right?
You're exactly right. What's the old adage? Sometimes you just have to know when to break the rules. And if you do, you're taking on some responsibility. But he was happy to do so there.
And we will not see an attempt to match that return touchdown, as this will be a touchback and bring it out to the 25. A.J. Brown and the Titans getting the ball back here. And I know that they've double-teamed him a couple times, but not a ton. Whatever they're doing isn't working. He's up over 100 yards. We'll see how they adjust.
And when they do that, they weaken their defense in other places as well. And how many times have we done games where we've seen a guy have a big game like this, but it's usually not by himself, is it? Usually it opens it up for other people to have big games as well.
The drive starting with a first down, 11 yards on that pickup.
That's pretty much meat and potatoes right there, wasn't it? Just go right at them and let your big horse charge up the middle. Not too fancy there, was it?
Nothing fancy at all, challenging that defense, and on that go-around, it's caught inside the 25. And he will score. Touchdown, Titans. A.J. Brown, 64 yards. And this offense continues to pour it on. Well, they went play action there and set it up nicely for him. I mean, he can flat fly, and they hit him downfield.
And it doesn't take much to create that extra bit of space that a guy of his speed needs. If you go play action, all you want is just a moment where the guy's covering, take their attention somewhere else, and then he's by him. And once he's by him, there's no catching him. As they always like to say, if a receiver's even to a defensive back, that means he's leaving.
Unless that DB is Charles Davis, right?
In that case, he left me a long time ago.
Come on now.
Trust me.
That'll be taken about a yard deep. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
At their own 23-yard line.
The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. They are right now just ice cold. I mean, they have struggled big time in this game, and they're getting blown out. How do they adjust?
So tough because we always talk about it being a team game and you need all 11 working well together. But every now and then, partner, you need that one guy who can make a play against all odds that maybe can ignite things. And I think that's what they're looking for right now.
Yeah, you talk about going to your playmakers. They probably need to do it.
Find someone that you're used to touching the football that makes big plays and give them that opportunity to maybe wake up everyone else.
53 is the mic. 53 is the mic. Hey, let's get off the field, D. Let's get off.
Glennon. That's caught by Ezigbo. A loss of a yard, and it brings up fourth. I don't know how well our microphones are picking it up for those of you at home, but Charles, you and I can hear it. A lot of groans right now coming from this crowd.
I don't know if we're picking up what's happening in the stadium or from the people who are supporting this team at home, because it's coming through loud and clear to you and me. This offense, they've been stuck in neutral much of the game, and on that last play, they actually went in reverse. I think this crowd would have liked neutral, don't you?
Yeah, neutral would have strongly been preferred. They'll take anything positive at this point. Tannehill and the Titans come up now 1st and 10 at their own 27. He'll start with a give to Henry. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
That's a really nice, tough run inside, and they gained 5 yards on it. And to be frank about it, most offenses don't expect to get 5 yards on a play call like that. So when they do, they go back to their huddle with a little pep in their steps. They're starting to think that they're starting to dominate the line of scrimmage.
Now this one to his tight end out on the right side. And he's dropped just before the line to gain. 4-yard pickup leaves him with 3rd and 1.
That was an okay hook up there with his tight end, but unfortunately, they didn't get the kind of yards they had hoped for. That's going to bring up 3rd down.
Henry will get it. He's been busy today. And he's going to have the first down at about the 38.
On the carry.
Well, someone's been having a good game so far, and you know something? A lot of it's been power running. They decided to turn him loose again on 3rd down, didn't they?
They did indeed. He delivered the tough yards. On 1st and 10, Tannehill. He's going deep for Brown. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off near the 29. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. But this will get out of bounds, so possession will stay the same. You can almost see inside his face mask there the look of relief. He coughed it up, but it goes out of bounds. They keep it. And they'll come out with a 3 tight end look on the first play of the drive. They'll run it now with Robinson. Slipped one tackle, but no more as he's knocked to the deck behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12.
I see a shake of the head as he gets up, and you've got to imagine he's thinking, guys, you got to help me out. He's hoping his team can read his thoughts.
Pressure, and he's going to be taken down. They sack him back right around the 44. It's Jeffrey Simmons that time who got in to record the sack.
Okay, you know my bias is about to come out here. A lot of people think that the offense is just moving in the wrong direction. I'd say they're moving in the right direction because the defense is pushing them back.
Former defensive guy. Now, as a quarterback 3rd and long, you really got to rally the troops here, don't you?
Yeah, you do in a big way, and what else do you have to look out for? More pressure coming at you because it seems to be working pretty well.
They get only 4 that time as that leads us to a 4th down.
Well, that's certainly playing down a distance very well by the defense, isn't it? Take whatever you want underneath, by all means.
And no return here. Where will they spot it? They say just outside the 20-yard line. Here comes Ryan Tannehill now, leading his offense back out there. And I'm just wondering, how many yards is he going to throw for? We're only in the third quarter. He's just thrown for a ton.
You have your abacus here?
Well, what?
Your abacus?
I thought you said like Atticus Finch.
No. We're not getting that deep. But counting this up, we might need a few extra people in here because the yardage he's piling up, the way that he's playing, it's a lot of fun to watch. I can't wait to see what he does next.
We'll see what he does here on this drive.
Let's get up.
On first down, Henry. It was Taven Bryan who got him down defensively.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
Tight right. Let's put that team on the bus.
Here's Tannehill. He'll get this one complete to Davis. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. 12 yards there and a first down. And he's certainly been a huge factor in this one. He's got the 2 touchdowns to his credit. Now they look to him again. He picks up the first.
Yeah, I can hear everyone saying, well, why don't you cover him, double him, triple him, do what you have to do. But sometimes they get locked into such a groove and such a connection, it doesn't matter how many guys are in his area.
He certainly looks to be in that groove right now. On first down, it's Tannehill. But it's caught. On the right side, it's Smith. Touchdown, Titans.
Tannehill's pass.
Make that now 4 touchdown passes for Ryan Tannehill. And this Titan offense is running away with this one.
I know guys who design defenses, they try to prepare for everything. But you ignore the guy who plays tight end at your own peril.
Yeah, and he's like having another wide receiver out there sometimes, right?
Exactly right, because there's such a matchup nightmare, and they're hybrid guys. Are they receivers? Are they big guys that block? How about the one we just saw there? Catch it and go. Run after catch all the way into the end zone.
25-yard line.
And out now comes Jacksonville as they get ready to go. And down on the scoreboard, certainly needing to avoid what happened on the last drive, punting the football.
Sense of urgency has to take over for them here. They know the score. They know the situation. And by the way, the punter no longer exists for their offense. That's how they have to treat this drive.
They need points.
Big time.
At the 28-yard line.
53, check 53.
On 2nd and 7, Glennon. Complete to the right side. It's Eifert. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. That one a first down pickup of 8.
1st and 10 at the 35-yard line.
Hey, we got Mike, number 53. Mike 53.
Now Glennon. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. 3 yards the gain there, 2nd down.
Pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7.
And now the throw taken in by Chark. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. A gain of 13. It's a first down.
1st and 10 at the 48-yard line.
Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. And this one caught along the sideline, but they say already out of bounds. Now the throw didn't give him a chance to turn it upfield, and that brings up 2nd down. Back now in Jacksonville. And this is a blowout so far as we get set for the 4th quarter. A very one-sided affair. On 2nd and 10, Glennon on the slant. This is Chark. And he will get this into the end zone for a Jaguar touchdown. DJ Chark, 48 yards. And the Jags are able to eat in just a bit to this sizable deficit.
Well, I do have one word for that touchdown for you, partner.
Is good.
You ready?
Yeah.
cosmetics.
Just makes things look a little better. I don't know. It's like putting lipstick on a pig.
Yeah, and it's hard to do, too. And the pig doesn't like the lipstick a heck of a lot, but you do like the fact that they're battling down the stretch, still trying to put something on the board, even though this game is over.
By the way, how rude is that to the pig? Look at all the things they give us. Pulled pork, bacon. Here's Tennessee ready to begin this drive offensively. We've got a lopsided game here. I don't know, Charles, what does the handbook say that we discuss when we've got a game like this in the fourth quarter?
Hold on a second. Let me thumb to the proper page on that. Know what it says?
What?
Let's discuss how we got here. This is a dominant performance, where they took control of this game, how they managed to keep control of this game, and then we go ahead and think about how we're going to leave here and get to the airport. In a lopsided blowout, the roads are usually open.
They'll run it again with Henry. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. 12 yards there and a first down.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with, and throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a first down, he's the guy they've turned to, and it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They feel like they've got the confidence to keep handing it to him and keep picking up good yardage.
Tannehill's pass.
Call it no gain there on the first down play.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly. Quick slant to Brown. 15 yards on the play, first down. And on that last play there, he's over 400 yards passing now.
And you know what that generally means?
Success.
That, and it means you really didn't miss opportunities. Usually very accurate. The ball's getting to the right place. Guys are making yardage after the catch to help you out that way. I mean, the whole team has picked it up. And don't forget, that means the offensive line has had to pass protect pretty well, too.
Yeah, everyone dialed in. Again, it's Henry. And he only manages a couple here down to about the 38-yard line. The Titans on third down. A perfect 4 for 4 thus far. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. And he's going to get this inside the 30.
Jeremy McNichols, the ball carrier.
Brandon, when a defense just simply can't get off the field on third down, and we all know how important that down is for both sides of the ball, you often feel like you're just a step behind whatever they're doing offensively.
And one of the differences in this game, no doubt, third down conversion, and that is going to be a story they'll talk about after this one.
Brings up 2nd and 5.
On second down, here's Henry, and able to get about 3 as he's taken down right at the 20. The Titans on third down. No problems to this point. A perfect 5 for 5. Here it's 3rd and 3. They'll keep it on the ground. It's Henry. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4.
Derrick Henry, the ball carrier.
It carries like that. That's how they're going to continue to salt this thing away here, Charles, in the fourth quarter.
Yeah, how about that? A new set of downs. Clock continues to move. No better way to close out a game than to tap those mastodons you have up front and say, guys, keep pounding them. Let's keep the ball, keep their offense on the sidelines, and let's close this one out.
Only a yard on the pickup there. 2nd and goal. So the ball position now at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal. They'll try to run this one.
Tennessee.
A 3-yard touchdown run. And this offense is running away with this one. Well, they just continue to roll. And, Charles, for you and I, we want the close games, but for them, it has to be so nice to enjoy this big cushion.
I can't remember the last time we saw them play this loose and have this much fun. I think they'd love to be able to capture this game, carry it with them from week to week, and be able to execute like this in all the rest of their games.
That'll be taken about a yard deep. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21.
At their own 22-yard line.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. After the long touchdown drive we just saw, you wonder if maybe that's taken a little of the wind out of this offensive sails, because they had it going pretty good last time, too.
Had to sit over there for a little while, didn't they? You know, they were eager, amped up to get back on the field after just scoring, hoping to get the ball back quickly. That didn't happen, so I'd say come out, just kind of get started again. You know, doesn't have to be anything dramatic. Just get moving, get loose.
And it's a fumble. It's picked up by the Titans, and they are going to set up shop at the
that kind of a deficit, you can't afford to make any kind of mistakes. But it's been pretty symptomatic of what we've seen all game with them, isn't it? Down this big in the fourth quarter.
You'd say an afternoon to forget, absolutely. And here comes Tennessee as they get set to take the field.
And they have to be feeling pretty good. Comfortable fourth quarter lead as they take over following the fumble recovery.
Watch the pass. Watch the pass. Play. Tighten up.
They'll run on first down. Henry. And they're able to get this one past the 30 down to the 25. That one good for a pickup of 15 for Tennessee.
No doubt those are the types of carries they're looking for here, Charles. The lead in the fourth quarter. This is when coaches that have a reliable running game, they breathe a little easier on the sideline.
Yeah, they love the idea that they can take the air out of the football at this point of the game. That means they're really counting on that offensive line, counting on the runners, taking care of the football. Because you're going to tell your quarterback, hey, no time to be a hero. We're not going to throw it here. Just eat up that clock. And if you have the ball, they can't score.
A solid pickup of 13 sets them up first and goal.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run, got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
Saw it through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now. They'll try and run for it on first and goal. And the Titans are going to have it first and goal as he'll take this down to about the 3. So that run gets him about halfway home.
Yes, now second and goal. The end zone beckons. It looms. They can do whatever they want. Full playbook. Run it again, or they can go play action and try and put it in that way.
On second down now. It's Henry, and they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals.
This week, Charles, they had a couple kinks on offense that they wanted to fix. I would say they're pretty well fixed.
There's no doubt about that. I mean, just about everything they've run has been successful in this one. And if I'm the defensive coordinator, I'm done with this, right? I have no answers for anything. In fact, I'd probably send a note to the clock operator. Let it run.
That'll be taken about a yard deep. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24-yard line.
The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. And they had the fumble last time that led to a touchdown. That's a no-no. We'll see what they do here this go-around.
A big no-no.
Pressure comes, and the Titans able to bring him down. Daquan Jones fighting his way home to get the sack.
A big loss on the play. Brings up second down.
So after the sack, a scenario you certainly don't work on too often. 2nd and 24. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Jaguar football here as we welcome you back. They're looking at second down now as they search for a consolation score. And they're not able to hook up there. Incomplete.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration, the body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
He's going to let it fly. And that is incomplete.
That's an excellent job right there on third down. Like any defense, you never want to let them get anything started, and that would have been a first down. Instead, you saw the contact on time, no penalty, and before this drive could get wings, it's fourth down.
That'll be a 48-yard punt, 1 yard on the return, and it'll be Titan football.
Here's Tennessee ready to begin this drive offensively.
And a few kneel downs should just about do it. Now, defensively, they do have all 3 timeouts, but very little reason to use them at this point. And they take a knee.
Here we go. Waiting. 2 times. Hey, we got 4 down.
And they will take a knee here. So time to start going in the other direction as they come up now 3rd and long.
Check. 3 down.
And they'll indeed take a knee.
Well, they certainly didn't appear to be fired up about their options. interceptions throwing the football. So, to me, this seems like a case of just kind of taking their medicine there, run the ball, see if they could pick up something. Instead, they were throwing for a loss.
Today's final score, Titans.
Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
That'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our hardworking crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, find us on Twitter at EA Madden NFL. With that, we sign off from Jacksonville.